Dedicated.
Oh, sorry. Gotta go.
You got your Eagle Scout win when you were 14?
Yeah.
What'd you have to do?
Merit badges.
What was your
And
What'd
service
you do for your
project.
project?
Oh, my service project? The primary needed their, or the nursery needed their toy boxes fixed, so we fixed them, patched them, and reinforced them, and then painted them.
Oh, when you said nursery at first, I thought you meant like a garden.
Yeah, because we were just talking about gardening with Grandpa.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a good podcast, Adam.
Well, did you guys come up with any questions?
No.
Okay, give us, Sean.
I thought we were just chatting back here. I thought this was all good stuff.
Okay, we'll make it better. Don't worry. How's Michelle?
I'm not talking about that.
I mean, not
record.
Michelle. Cindy.
Cindy, no.
What? Sean. That's all we talk about.
She's not gonna watch it. No one's gonna watch it. It's going straight to the trash.
This is just for Adam to appease him.
No, because I don't post stuff on Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, Pinterest,
Whoa.
or any other
Let's
place.
Yes,
go
you
back to all your
do.
social
Yes,
media
you
channels,
do.
shall
You
we?
post things on those daily.
Not about
You
Michelle.
post good morning and good night every day.
Love
Yeah,
you.
that's
Love
to
you,
everybody.
Facebook.
That's to all of my friends that I care about.
I know, so we're going to talk about all of your friends that you care about, starting
Okay.
with Michelle.
All right, Michelle, she's a terrific person. I feel like she's a really great influence in my life.
Do you?
I do,
That's
yeah.
sweet. When did you hang out with her last?
Monday night. Monday night, yep.
Does it help you to remember if you sing it?
No, I just really like that song.
Is it by Martinis?
Pink Martini? No. Oh, but I do have a funny story about concert tickets.
Tell us.
So, I bought tickets to see Andrew Bird at Red Butt Gardens, and and I couldn't find him. So, I had tickets to see Andrew Bird, and so I invited Michelle to go with me because she really likes whistling, and I really like whistling. And
Give us your best whistle.
And-
Right.
huh?
Give us your best whistle.
I will in a minute. Let me finish my
Okay.
story. All right. And so I invited her to go with me because I wasn't gonna take anybody unless they could really appreciate a good whistler.
Right.
Because Andrew Bird is
The whistling king.
the whistling bird man.
Okay. I like Whistling King better, but that's fine.
All right. Well, anyway, so after I invited her to go, I couldn't find the tickets anywhere, and then I couldn't remember if I even bought them, or if I'd just bought tickets to see the Shins. And so I got online and I bought 2 more tickets, and the tickets are $44 a piece. So I spent $90 on tickets.
Just because you lost
twice.
the first ones?
Well, I couldn't remember if I bought them or not.
Why didn't you just look around?
I did.
Well, where did you find them?
Yep, I did this morning. So I spent $180 on tickets.
Did the concert
And-
already happen?
No, it's still coming
Well, why
up.
don't you sell them?
Well, I am, but
Oh.
that's not the funny part of the story.
Sorry. Okay, what was the funny part?
The fact that I bought another set of tickets that cost me another $90 because I couldn't remember if I'd even bought them or not.
Okay, now give us your whistle.
Put me on the spot.
No, not a song. I just want one whistle that's the best whistle I've ever heard. Oh, wow. That was beautiful.
Thanks.
You should go into professional whistling.
So how's GB?
He's great.
Yeah?
Should we have an NPR fight?
No.
About why he hate his job?
No, I don't hate his job. I just think that these surveillance companies need to be held more accountable for
You know
their
what
services.
I think the NPR likes to take anyone who makes any money and just talk and talk and talk about it, and they're good arguers, and then they just convince people that the world is, that they're right about everything because they make lots of good points, but in reality they're kind of just lame hippies.
Lame hippies.
That's why people should listen to our program instead of NPR.
But I'm not well enough informed on any subject to... Well, maybe, I don't know, maybe...
I know, but that's what they do, is they take subjects that people don't know a lot about, and then they make all of these points that make it sound like the worst thing just because someone makes a lot of money. They have to hate them.
No, they don't.
Yeah, sometimes they do.
Sometimes they do. I agree with that. But they usually make... At least they make valid arguments, you know? They aren't just...
Yeah, they are, but they only look at it from their point of view, and they don't, like, actually assess the situation. They just
Well, that's why they have callers call in. That's why they have callers call in. But what I like about NPR is that they make valid arguments opposed to a show like Rush Limbaugh or something that just makes a bunch of emotional-based arguments and talks down on people. You know, they try and evaluate the situation from, I mean, granted, from one point of view, but they do it really well.
Alright.
Kind of like, what's his name, Sagan from The Universe?
What?
Carl Sagan.
Carl Sagan, yeah.
Who's that?
Carl Sagan, the greatest astrologist of our time. No, he's a physicist who's had a lot of programs on about astronomy and stuff. He's a big astronomer and physicist.
Huh. Programs about
physics and like how the universe works and stuff. He has his big program that was on PBS a few years ago, Carl Sagan's Universe, is on Netflix Instant. You should check it out.
Maybe I will.
It's pretty entertaining.
I don't really like science. My dad wasn't Mr. Barker, 7th grade science teacher at Mount Ogden.
8th grade.
8th
Get it
grade.
right.
Dang it.
Does your dad still teach?
Yep. Still teaches at Mount Ogden.
At Mount Ogden?
Yep.
Mr. Barker.
Mr. Barker.
He was my science teacher.
Did you learn anything?
I'm sure I did.
Yeah?
What do you learn in 8th grade science? I don't remember.
I don't know. It's geosciences, so you learn about earthquakes and volcanoes and stuff. It's basically the same class that you do for your earthquakes and volcanoes class in college, except you don't get college credit for it.
Really? Nicole, didn't we take that class together? No, we took meteorology.
Yeah.
You learn about...
Took that class together, you mean?
Yeah, we drew a lot and
We
chatted.
took pictures of the teacher that night.
Yeah, we were really good at that.
I knitted. I did.
I don't doubt it for a second.
Don't you knit?
Nope.
You don't do anything like that? Yeah?
I don't know how to knit or crochet or do any girly things like that. I should know how to do.
And I don't run or talk about basketball or any guy things like that.
Okay. Let's go back to whistling.
Give us your best whistle.
It's not good.
Do it.
See, I can barely whistle.
Yes, you can. You can whistle.
That's all I can do. I can't do cool things. So, Michelle, she's a whistler?
Hmm?
She's a good whistler?
Yeah. Yep, she's a good whistler.
Is she good at other things?
Yeah. She's Like kissing? Well, we only kissed once.
Still?
Yeah.
Only that one time? That was
Yeah.
a while ago.
I know.
Why?
Well, because she's undecided about me, and so rather than making things harder, she decided, and I guess that I agreed with, because I'd rather not kiss women that I can't be involved with.
Those are the best ones.
No, they aren't. They make you. I feel depressed and.
Then you're doing it wrong.
When I kiss, it comes from the heart, you know?
It always
So
does.
You guys want to know something sad?
I'm sure.
Our parakeet died this morning.
Aww. That's
What a
sad.
guy.
She was just really old. She was.
It's foul.
What did Adam say?
I don't know. What was her name? What was her name?
Joe.
Oh, it was a boy?
We thought that she was a boy when we got her. So we called her Joe, and it just stuck.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. No, she just got really, really old, and
How old is old for a parakeet?
most parakeets only live 8 years, and she was 12.
Jeez.
Yeah. So she just kind of wore out. She got a tumor on her backside,
Really?
and they couldn't operate because she was too old, and so she just slowly wore out. And died
That is
this morning.
sad. I'm sorry. How do you tell if a bird is a boy or a girl? Is it easy to tell? I don't feel like I've ever noticed that on a bird.
Well, with parakeets, you look at the nose, and if it's blue, then it's a boy, and if it's kind of flesh colored, then it's a girl.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
We figured it out when she started laying eggs. And
Did you
we're
have
like,
baby
oh.
birds?
No, because we didn't have another parakeet. It was just her. So, you know, like chickens lay eggs every day, and we eat those because they're unfertilized. Well, other birds do the same thing. They lay eggs without being fertilized too.
Really? You would have never known. Like, do all birds do that?
If they have a place to roost. So like a nesting place. So that's why chickens lay eggs. Is chickens only lay eggs if you give them a roost. It's like a place to nest, and then they lay eggs.
Interesting.
We've got a cockatiel, but we're kind of worried about him
Why?
because you know, birds are parrot birds are kind of flocking birds, and so with his friend dead now, he'll probably get really depressed and pull his feathers out, and he might die too.
Serious?
Yeah,
That's very sad.
I know.
Were they in the same cage?
No, but their cages were right next to each other.
Do you let
Have you
them fly
had-
around your house?
Yeah.
Really? Scary. I hate birds. They terrify me.
You ever had
So
a
what
dog?
animal do you like?
I don't really like any, actually. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Don't you have a dog?
I don't know. We have
Does
a cat,
GB have a dog?
and I hate him.
Doesn't GB
Yeah,
have a
GB
dog?
has a dog, and I am gonna accidentally
Ansel?
let it out into the street one day.
Is that Ansel? Or is Ansel Aaron's dog?
Ansel is Aaron's dog. GB's dog is Bella.
Bella?
It was
Like-
before Twilight.
like Bella Caroli?
So he says.
Yeah, whatever. He loved the books so much.
What did he think about when Bella got impregnated by the vampire
He's
guy?
never seen it. I
Yeah,
keep trying to make him watch it with me, and he never will.
I've never seen it either, but
But you know.
people talk.
Oh, I know. I'm sure he knows. I'm sure he was very upset when Bella got impregnated.
By a vampire.
I'm sure he was pissed.
Oh, my dog's been impregnated by a vampire. Are you afraid of any animals?
I just said I'm terrified of
Afraid all
birds.
animals. That's
Birds.
the problem.
Were you ever
But
like
mostly
attacked by
birds.
birds or anything? Besides
This is
the
I've decided where my fear stems from. When I was young, my Aunt Megan used to babysit me.
Mhm.
Let me just start from the beginning. She's a terrible babysitter. She's fine now. She's a great mom now. But like when I was 2, she decided it would be fun to take me in my stroller and tie it to her mountain bike. And like take me on a ride. And obviously I fell and I got a rock stuck in my shoulder that I had in my shoulder till I was 16, a rock. And now I have a giant scar after they removed it. Like she just isn't sometimes all the way there. Anyway, what was I? Oh, she also used to tell us like horror stories when me and my cousins would have sleepovers and she'd be babysitting us when we were like 5. Anyway, one time she made me watch The Birds, the Alfred Hitchcock movie,
Mhm.
when I was little, and the birds pecking the eyes out.
Uh-huh.
It just stuck in my head, and I had a great fear after that they were going to do that to me. And then we read the book or watched the movie or something in English in high school, and it all came rushing back, and then I figured out why I hated birds. I don't like things that fly. You don't know where they're going to go.
Until I was 19 and went to Mexico, I was deathly afraid of dogs.
Really?
I was bit by the neighbor's dog when I was 2 or 3, and I just never did get over it until I went to Mexico, where there are dog packs that run around the streets all the time,
Yeah.
but they're afraid of people because the people beat them.
Oh.
Yeah. But the good thing was that I learned that dogs can be nice. You know, I got over my fear of dogs because I got to be around a lot of dogs that weren't trying to bark and gnaw my face off.
That's good.
Yeah.
Glad you got over that.
When I was a kid, though, every time I'd have to walk somewhere, I was fine if I was on my bike, but if I had to walk anywhere, I would either run there or I would pray the whole time. Please don't let a dog come out. Please don't let a dog come out. Please don't let a dog come out. And yeah, because dogs here, you know, they're kept in the house or in the yard, and so they get really territorial and bark a lot and can be kind of nasty. I don't know. I think that dogs should just be allowed to roam the streets
Do ya?
like they do in Mexico.
Why?
I don't
They
know.
gotta
It
be
just seems
terrible.
like they, you know,
Maybe
some
not
people
for the
think that
dog,
dogs are
but
people too.
for
I don't believe
society.
that. I don't believe that. But if one wants a
Nicole
job,
believes that.
I believe it.
if one wants a job, then I'll give it a job. And if it has a job, then it's going to need to get to work by itself somehow. If dogs are people too, then, you know, they need to hold up their end here in society and go to work, pay taxes, you know.
Pay taxes.
Not be like those lazy cats that just lay around all day and act pretentious.
But you know what? If I had to choose between a dog or a cat, and not that I like dogs more than cats, but cats take care of themselves, and like you can let them be outside for days and days, and they don't need
Yeah.
any maintenance. Dogs are they
It's
take
true.
a lot of work. They bury their poop. They like keep to themselves. You know, they don't need any help. Dogs need a lot of attention.
It's true. Squirrel.
think that's why I don't like animals.
But can you take your cat on hikes?
No, I wouldn't want to take a cat on a hike. Or a dog.
Can you?
Because then when the people come the opposite way and the dogs are like fighting with each other and you have to control them
Yeah.
Not if you have a good dog.
they're running away.
When I go mountain
People
biking,
get pissed at you on the trail.
when I go mountain biking and hiking, I always carry an extra plastic bag to give to people who don't carry a bag for their dog.
That's nice of you. I'm sure they're very grateful.
Because there's nothing worse than riding through a giant load of up on your back.
Oh, enough.
Yeah, it's
That is
disgusting.
that's not talk for the air, Sean.
It's disgusting.